Facebook and Twitter? Guys, we spoke a different language on the plane, and now we're getting kicked out.
No, Adam, that's not what happened. Don't let this guy fool you. He's twisting the truth for attention. Maybe he forgot his other pranks on planes. From Twitter user David Lee Orr. Counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. You see, Adam Saleh, I don't care if I'm pronouncing his name right, never wear this on a plane in America. Jumping off plane, prank fail! Yeah, the guy is a YouTube prankster. Yeah, this one right here, counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. Like, that's the equivalent of if during the Troubles in Ireland you were to go into a bar in London and say, actually, you know, let's make that Northern Ireland. That's a little closer and probably got blown up a lot more often. You go to a bar in fucking Northern Ireland and say, aye, laddie, fuck the Queen, and then you pull a pipe out of your pocket. I mean, what the fuck else do you think people are going to react with? I mean, counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. You're just stirring up shit, dude. That's how you wind up on a no-fly list, asshole. And, yeah, no, this is, started up some kind of big, gigantic social media shitstorm, and a lot of people are buying it, you know? But they shouldn't, because this guy's full of shit. I mean, here's another one from the guy, Adam Saleh. The person who's blamed for the Boston bombing is innocent. The media just has the power to make him look guilty. Free Jahar. Who cares, prank or no prank? You're missing the point that he was kicked off of a plane for speaking another language. He was kicked off the plane for being a disruptive ass and instigating bullshit. Yeah, kicked for being Muslim. Wake up. Yeah, it's always you with the victim complex. Yeah, great. All right, this video was recorded a year ago on, you know, he'll give you the details, but it was recorded September 11th, 2015. And I was just linked to it, and I feel like it's a pretty good indication of who this guy is. Roll the fucking clip.
If you guys do not know, today is September 10th, and if you guys are watching this now, right now it's September 11th, which is 14 years after the 9/11 attacks. And I want to share with you guys something that happened today at the airplane.
Now, this story is something off of r/that happened. And I will explain to you why as he tells it. Why this story is complete bullshit and why I don't believe a word of it. Also, you know, the fact that guy's a shit stirrer and a confirmed liar.
I was heading to the airport in London, heading to New York City. I knew it was September 10th, which is one day before September 11th, so it was kind of awkward for me. You know, I'm Muslim, and knowing that every time it's September 11th, you know, it's the day where us Muslims get, you know, the most hate.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the day when we should feel bad, you know, feel sorry for the Muslims when September 11th is. Yeah, totally, abso-fucking-lutely.
The most, you know, blaming, the most accusations and stuff like that. So I was already feeling something. I knew something was gonna happen. So
yeah, but that's how you know someone's story is full of shit, when they're like, and I felt it in my soul that something was up. Yeah, no, you didn't. You're just bullshitting and trying to sound poetic. Quit your bullshit.
I got to the airport, everything was going great. I went inside the airplane, I sat down. It didn't even feel like it was the day before 9/11. Inside the plane that I was in, there was about 200 people, and about half of them were Jewish people, the religious Jewish people who have the curls and the hat. And
who cares? Who the fuck cares about the demographics of your plane ride? Why do you care? Is it because you're a racist? Or a bigot of some sort?
there was a couple Muslim people, a couple hijabis, a couple, you know, bearded Muslims, and a couple of British people, and a couple of just Americans, just white Americans. I was in American Airlines, and in American Airlines, they serve alcohol. And
I'm sorry to hear that. I know it's against your religion, and we should all adhere to the rules of your religion, correct?
I was sitting next to this American white man. And
this American? Yeah, you notice how he says that? Yeah.
he was getting so many drinks of alcohol and drinking back to back to back, and I was so annoyed because I'm trying to sleep.
How is he disrupting you?
And he's there getting non-stop drinks, and I can smell his breath whenever he's talking. I can smell him even.
Then cover your nose with your fucking shirt. He's under no obligation to not drink on the plane because he's sitting next to you. Yeah, it's annoying. Deal with it. You're both adults.
When he's not breathing, when he's not even looking at me, I can still smell him, which smells
Actually, you know what? I'm talking to him like this story is true, and it's not. It fucking isn't. And like I said, I'll explain to you why as we go on.
really bad, and I'm there trying to sleep. The flight from London to New York was about 6 to 7 hours. About 3 hours passed. Everything was going great. Nothing was happening, But I was still.
Aside from the drunk. A little bit of an inconsistency there. Everything's going great except for this foul-smelling drunk.
I still had a feeling like, I don't know. I still have. You don't have that feeling something's gonna happen or
Yeah, your spider sense was tingling. Yeah.
something not so good is gonna happen. Well, that's the feeling that was happening. I was trying to sleep. I had the pillow behind me and everything, and the guy just kept making so much noise. I felt like he was up to something. He kept looking around and moving so much, going up to use the bathroom, coming back to sit down.
That's because he imbibed a lot of alcohol. Alcohol is a liquid, and if you have too much liquid, if you ingest too much liquid, you have to piss. Do you not know this?
About the third time he went to go use the bathroom, he came back, and there was this hijabi lady who's pretty around the age of 35, 40 years old, who was sitting in front of me.
Another thing that I'm going to tell you about how to spot a bullshitter is when they start inserting irrelevant details into a story, like the age of this woman. It's an irrelevant detail. It really has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but he's just inserting that in there so you'll think that it's, because why would he make that up? Because he wants you to think that he's not bullshitting you. That's why.
She was alone, who did not know.
Okay, so she's religious enough to wear the hijab on a plane, but not religious enough to follow the rules where she has to have a male accompanying her at all times when she's out in public. Okay, yeah, all right, that follows through. That makes sense.
A word of English, which I figured out after. So the guy went to use the bathroom. He came back, and while he was coming back from the bathroom, there was a couple turbulence going on because there was like a little storm in New York City. So there was a couple turbulence.
Okay, he said this happened about halfway through a 6-hour flight from London to New York. Now, halfway through, a storm in New York. Halfway through a flight from London to New York. So the plane crossed the Atlantic in 3 hours. Now, I don't know the transit times, and I don't really particularly care. But the plane, so it's just going to fly over New York City for 3 hours in the middle of a fucking thunderstorm. Yeah, no, that also checks out, yeah. That and the woman wearing the hijab who doesn't have male accompaniment, and flying around in circles around New York City, wasting fucking valuable, expensive fuel during the fucking thunderstorm. Yeah, totally. It totally checks out.
What's going on? He almost fell on the hijabi lady, and I was there. I kind of woke up to see what was going on. He didn't do anything. He kind of almost fell. He went back up, and then
Okay, so the guy's staggering, falling down drunk. Keep that in mind when he tells you what the guy says.
I heard him saying this to the hijabi lady. Whoa, you're terrifying, especially knowing that 9/11 is tomorrow. And then he said,
So a guy who's staggering, falling down drunk says, whoa, you're terrifying, especially knowing that 9/11 is tomorrow. I've been around drunks often enough to know that they're not really eloquent enough to say that. Especially if they've been drinking as much as you say this guy has. Because this guy sounds like he was fucking pissed drunk. He's staggering, he's falling down around the place. He drank so much liquor that he had to get up and piss at least 3 times. He's shit-faced. He can probably barely form a coherent sentence. And he forms a coherent sentence and says something like, "Oh, fucking raghead." That's gonna be more the speed of somebody that drunk. It's almost like you've never been around drunks before. And you're making this up. Because both of those things are likely true.
He sat back down next to me, and he kept mumbling and saying, "I'm actually pretty nervous that I'm sitting behind this woman. I'm afraid. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but it's..."
Nice jump cut there. But no, again, I think he'd be a lot less eloquent than that. Just my thoughts, my observations of being around people that fallen down drunk before. I've been to family reunions. I've hung out with my dad. My life is sad.
9/11 tomorrow. I couldn't believe what he said, so
I don't believe what he said either, because it didn't happen.
Got up, I started staring at him. There was another white man next to us who continued to laugh with him, and that guy that was talking to the hijabi lady was staring at me. He didn't know I was Muslim. So he kept talking to me as if I'm gonna laugh too. I'm not gonna lie, but I kinda got really, really angry.
Okay, so he's turning towards you, a guy who's obviously not white and has a beard, you know, and he's racist enough to say this shit about a Muslim lady. He wouldn't just assume that maybe you're a Muslim as well. What, did he think you were a Mexican? I mean, you know, maybe he's stupid enough, but this is all a moot point because this didn't happen.
Seeing the whole...
I mean, again, you're a confirmed liar and a fraud who likes to start shit on airplanes. Seriously, counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. Fuck you. You're making things worse for Muslims who just want to fly to visit family during the fucking holidays. You're making things worse for everybody. But, you know, that's fine, because you're making fucking money off of this shit. You prick.
Issue happened. While he was saying the ignorant stuff to the hijabi lady, I grabbed his shoulder, and I told him that she's my sister. But she's not really my sister. Well,
I mean, that's just another lie in this long bullshit story.
Well, she is my sister in Islam, but she's not like my blood sister.
Again, he's stammering during this story, and coming up with that excuse. She's my sister, and is like you could have said like she's my sister, and I'm not sitting next to her because and but yeah, you better. You could have just said like I said, you know, she's my sister because, you know, I wanted this guy to stop fucking with her. But no, it's like she's my sister, and it's like she's not really my sister, but you know, again, you could have just said that, and like if that was your actual thought process, and it wasn't because this didn't happen, you would have just said that. But you didn't because it didn't happen. And you start shit on planes.
At the beginning, when I was talking to him, when I told him that she's my sister, I was really aggressive to him. I told him, if you talk to my sister like that again, I'm gonna punch you in your face.
Okay, so you're threatening a guy with physical violence because he said some dickhead shit you don't like. Now, I would call you an asshole for this, except for it didn't happen. So I'm not going to call you an asshole for that, but I'm just going to say this is just the kind of tough guy bullshit hero story that you hear on r/that happened. It's like, yeah, so I you know, the guy was saying some racist shit, so I stood up and said, "You're a shithead, fuck you," and then everyone started applauding me, and then a guy came up to me and handed me a crisp new $100 bill, and that guy's name was Albert Einstein. That's what you're fucking doing here. That's the main reason I think this is bullshit, aside from the fact that you're a fraud and a shit stirrer.
He got so scared. He started apologizing to me and telling me...
Yeah, he got scared because someone threatened to punch him in the face. But that didn't happen, so no, he didn't get so scared. Because none of these people exist except for you.
I mean, do you know how many people died during 9/11?
Yeah, about 3,000.
Do you know how many innocent people, innocent children died during 9/11?
Yeah, like I said, about 3,000. It's not... I'm sure there were some kids on the planes, but they were mostly adults in the Pentagon and the buildings.
I was so angry and I was so tempted, but I calmed myself down. And
I mean, you already threatened the guy with physical violence, and I mean, you're already telling the story about, you know, how you're the badass hero of the day who saved this poor defenseless woman from this evil drunk white guy. So, I mean, why stop there? Why not say, like, so I punched the guy in the face, and then I got a blowjob from the flight attendant in the fucking bathroom. Mile High Club, bitches! Like, you know, why stop there?
I told him, do you know how many innocent Muslims died after 9/11?
Yeah, a lot. Is that supposed to make 9/11 okay? Is that supposed to make it retroactively okay, Adam? Because it fucking doesn't.
You know that millions of Muslims in the Middle East died after 9/11?
And yeah, totally nobody would have died in the Middle East through violent means if the American military hadn't gone in there and started blowing shit up. Yeah, no, because it was totally a peaceful utopia of tolerance and goodness. Yeah, just totally. Yeah, Saddam gassing the Kurds. What's that?
Because they were blamed for it. Did you know?
That's bullshit. I'll give you that. You know, it's bullshit that the entire region of the world got blamed for what a few asshole Saudis did, you know.
That I was bullied for so many years after 9/11.
I don't believe you, Adam. Because, again, you're a shit stirrer. You're a confirmed liar. And this story itself is complete bullshit. You know, really, how this would have gone down in reality, you know, if some chicken shit YouTube shit stirrer encountered a drunk racist on a plane giving shit to some Muslim lady, how this would have really gone down is like, you know, so this guy said some fucked up shit about Muslims, but I kept my mouth shut because I was afraid of him. Now I'm bitching about it on the internet because this guy's a dick, man. I'm telling you, this guy was a dick. But I didn't do anything. It's none of my business. That's how it would have really happened, Adam. That's how the vast majority of humanity would have reacted. And that's how the vast majority of Muslims would have reacted. Side note. This one right here. Again, counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. I can't get over this one. This is... You know, this goofy white guy popping up behind, like, what the fuck are you doing? Is you're just sitting there counting down in Arabic on a plane. I guarantee you, there could be a devout Muslim, you know, wearing, like, the Saudi sheikh get up, you know, sitting next to you, and you just start, like, counting down in Arabic on a plane. And he would freak the fuck out, because he can connect the dots in his head. I mean, he doesn't know that you're just some douchebag stirring up shit for attention. You prick.
You're doing the same thing right now to my sister. Did you know that my mom got rocks thrown at her after 9/11?
Also, I severely doubt that happened. I mean, yeah, shit like that happened, but I doubt it happened with you because, again, you're a confirmed liar. Also, I just thought of this. Why didn't you have your phone out? I mean, like, you have your phone out on planes so you can count down in Arabic because, hey, look at me. But you don't have your phone out when this douchebag starts going off on a racist tirade against your religion, which you are an absolute apologist for whenever bad shit happens in the name of it. I mean, I don't believe... That's another reason that I don't believe you. You would have absolutely done this. I mean, you clearly have your phone handy on planes so you can start shit. Never wear this on a plane in America. Never wear that on a plane, period. Jesus Christ. That's like going into a pub in Ireland wearing a shirt saying IRA for life. You don't do that shit. It's just common sense, man.
Did you know that Muslim women got their hijabs pulled after 9/11?
Yeah, I'm sure it happened, but do you know that a lot of those stories are fake, right? I mean, not all, but, like, a lot of them are. Like, there was a recent one where some girls, like, in a New York subway, I think it was, said that some Trump supporters pulled off her hijab, you know? And it turns out that she made that shit up. But, you know, the media reported on it like it was completely true, like, you know, they did with your fucking bullshit. And Clockboy was a load of bullshit. I mean, you look at what this kid made, and it's like, well, I mean, obviously he's trying to make that look like a bomb because, hey, look at me. Some edgy teenage bullshit. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't believe you.
And the funny thing is, everyone knows that it was an inside job.
What? What? Okay, alright, I gotta hear that again. Did you just say what I think you just said?
The funny thing is, everyone knows that it was an inside job.
Oh, man. Was it the thermite paint? I was a governor. I was a soldier. I was a warrior. I'm Jesse the Body Ventura. And it was an inside job with thermite paint. A false flag operation, Tony Schiavone. Stunning Steve Austin with a series of hard right hands on Ricky Steamboat. It was an inside job. I don't know why my Jesse the Body sounds like Vince McMahon just screaming about conspiracy theories, but it does. Please, continue about how jet fuel can't melt steel beams. What the fuck, man?
But you're too ignorant to know that, so...
Yeah, no, it's just too ignorant. Look, a fourth of all Americans believe that 9/11 was an inside job. Are you saying that a fourth of all Americans are retarded? Yeah, at least 1/4. I'd say 1/4 sounds about right. Now look at us. There's 3 of us, and then there's you. You're retarded, 1/4.
Go get your facts straight and learn what Islam is even about.
What the fuck does the true nature of Islam have to do with George Bush bringing down the fucking towers? You fucking spastic retard in your stupid hat. What the hell, man?
And do you guys want to know what happened after that? A religious Jewish man who had a religious Jew who had the curls and everything.
Was his name Albert Einstein? Actually, I wouldn't doubt that. That actually seems kind of plausible. I mean, of course, it didn't happen.
He went up to the guy and told him, stop bullying that woman. You have no right to even be blaming her for doing anything. She's innocently in the plane trying to travel somewhere. And you're here drunk bullying her for no reason. The really sad thing about this was...
Okay, now you're fucking film... Okay, you had your phone on you. You had your phone on you to record this. Which is one more reason I'm calling bullshit on this. Otherwise, you would have had some fucking audio of you, discreetly recording this guy's fucking tirade. You would have done that, but you didn't. Because it didn't happen. And you're filming some innocent guy's back. As if that's gonna back up your bullshit argument. Fuck you, Adam.
The woman, the hijabi woman, she did not understand nothing.
Oh, and is the Jewish guy, is he the one who defended the lady?
That was going on. But she knew that the guy was saying some racist stuff to her, but she...
How? She doesn't speak the language. How would she know that?
She did not know what was going on. She looked so depressed.
Nice fucking edit there. She did not know what was going on. Yeah, let's hear that again.
What was going on. She looked so...
Good job. See, this is why you don't do jump cuts this frequently. You know, if it's really that much of a problem, just have a fucking avatar on screen.
Depressed. She looked so sad, and it seemed like it was her first time going to America, which was a very bad impression. And I tried to tell her, I was speaking to her, I was like, Assalamu alaikum, don't worry. I was trying to speak to her like this, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. I told on the guy, yes, I snitched, yep.
Yeah, I don't believe any of this. I mean, you seem like the kind of chicken shit who would, but I mean, what do you think they were gonna do? Was he doing anything illegal? Was he doing anything, against the airplane company's rules? Was he... Because he wasn't.
I snitched. I'm a snitch. Yep.
You're also obnoxious, as well as a liar and a shit stirrer. Again, counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. It's just a prank, bro! He says as the TSA agent fucking fits the glove onto his hand so he can shove it up his ass. Raw dogging that shit, bro.
Snitched on the guy to one of the people working in American Airlines, and I told them what happened. They
Again, nice jump cut.
didn't do nothing.
Of course they didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything illegal or against the rules. What do you want them to do? Just take him in the back and smack him in the ass with a ruler like it's Catholic school? I mean, what do you want him to do?
All they did was speak to him, and he ended up being quiet throughout the whole plane ride. After a couple hours, when we landed in New York City, he started getting his head straight. He started sobering
Oh, you mean after they were circling around New York City because of the storm for 3 hours?
up, and he ended up feeling so guilty. So he went up to me and tried to apologize to me and tell me sorry.
And he handed you a crisp $100 bill. And everyone gave you a round of applause.
I told him, do not apologize to me. Go apologize to my sister right there.
Okay, go apologize to the woman who doesn't speak a word of the language, because that's going to do a fucking world of good. Yeah, he's totally not going to scare her. I mean, he isn't, because this didn't happen.
He went up to the woman and he told her sorry, and he blamed it on himself for being drunk. But it made me feel...
Drunk in quotation marks. Again, you don't know how drunk people act. They act like assholes a lot of the time.
so much better that he actually went to apologize, and it made me feel so good seeing a Jewish man standing up for a Muslim lady. So
why does it make any difference that the guy was Jewish? Is it because you just assume all Jews are pricks? Adam, is that what you think? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but again, it's kind of a character witness sort of thing. Counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. Jumping off plane prank fail. How the what? What Arabs do on... Okay, we're gonna... Yeah, what Arabs do on planes. Arab on a plane prank. That's really not a smart idea, bro. Flying first class for the first time ever. Good for you. Congratulations. Maybe stop fucking with people on planes. You'll do it more often. Honestly, I hope you wind up on a no-fly list for this latest stunt you did.
A huge respect to that. Don't ever judge one person for a whole religion or one person for a whole country.
I mean, I'm not. Because if I did, then I would assume all Muslims are money-grubbing, attention whore assholes like yourself. That's clearly not the case. I've known many Muslims who are just fucking tremendous, awesome human beings. You know? You're not. You're clearly not a representative of all your religion.
One person for a whole culture. So I just want to give a huge message to every Muslim out there on the day of 9/11 to always stay strong and don't let anything get to you. And if anyone tries to be racist towards or give you any hate,
Islam isn't a race, it's a religion.
remember, kill them with kindness.
Okay, the fact that you said kill them with anything made me flinch a little bit. I mean, hold on, let's get this zoomed out. Yeah. Counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment. Fuck you, man.
Because that's the best way. I really hope you guys stay safe
Nice jump cut.
and stay strong today. And to all the innocent people, to all the 3,000 people who died during 9/11, I just want to say, may they rest in peace.
I mean, it's good that you're acknowledging that, innocent people died on 9/11. That damn Dick Cheney would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for those meddling kids with their loose change documentary. And one of those meddling kids was Jesse the Body Ventura. Look at my feather boa, Tony Schiavone. It was an inside job. I was a Navy SEAL.
They weren't innocent, so they will always be in my hearts. But also, rest in peace to the millions of Muslims who've been dying the past couple years.
It's been more than a couple years, dude. I mean, my heart goes out to anyone who has to live in that corner of the world, but, I mean, because it's horrible. Because fucking ISIS, for God's sake. Like, Syrians just have it really rough. And my heart goes out to them this holiday season. I mean, it's awful, right? It's never really been that peaceful of a region. Maybe it was, like, millennia ago, but it isn't now. And it's probably always going to be horrible, and that's unfortunate. But, like, it's not America's fault. I mean, yeah, no, like, colonialism didn't help matters, but that's like blaming the fucking Italians for World War II. It's like, it's not helping, but it also didn't start that shit.
For being blamed for 9/11. They're always going to be in my hearts every single.
I mean, well, of course, being blamed for 9/11. Speaking of which, George W. Bush and the inside job. No, seriously, I want to hear this guy's take. I want to hear, like, his theory. Was it like cruise missiles with, like, things painted on them to make them look like planes, or was it like fucking holograms? A lot of people said it's holograms. Did they pay off all the passengers and now they're like living in some fucking, Caribbean fucking sunset, beautiful island type place? I mean, Caribbean Sunset, by the way, really good John Cale album. Please, Adam, continue on with your disingenuous bullshit about how you care about other human beings. Sorry, clicked the wrong thing.
Day, and we, all of us, will never forget about them. Never take them away from our hearts. It is time to wrap up this vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog.
Why would I enjoy a story you made up about a racist drunk on an airplane? That doesn't seem like something I would enjoy, even if I believed you.
I will see you guys tomorrow with another daily vlog.
No, you won't. I hope to never see or think about you ever again.
Take care, Doomy Gang. I love you
I would not do you with another man's penis.
guys, and peace. I love you.
I don't love you.
Oh, go Turkey. If you made it to the end. If you're watching this right now and you made it here, give it a thumbs up.
I'll give you another finger up. I'm doing it right now at the computer screen. You can't see it because I don't have a camera on me, but I am totally giving you the fucking middle finger.
I'll see you guys soon. Take care.
I hope you're on a no-fly list.
Peace.
Fuck you. Yeah, I think this is a good thing to close on.